原来在《怪奇物语》的拍摄现场，竟还有这么多令人惊叹的幕后场景。暗黑无视维克纳，如果要说本集中的焦点在哪里，那毫无疑问就是维克纳令人毛骨悚然的外观。《怪奇物语》第4季上妆视频中展示了主演化特效上妆过程，需要先假肢和皮肤一块一块分别安装在主演的身上，再进行极其精细的化妆和调整。在化妆过程中，主演接听电话和喝饮料的场景也十分有趣。据悉，在此前 IGN 的采访中，杰米说，每天总共需要7.5小时来穿脱沉重的假肢，凌晨4点开始，上午10点拍摄，最终的呈现给观众90%是真人出演和化妆效果。但你看了幕后，你就会惊讶地发现，它并没有想象中的那么恐怖，而该剧导演想尽可能地创造出接近角色形象，意思就是不完全靠电脑特效，所以演员杰米·坎贝尔不得不忍受那又闷又热的假皮。穿戴过程，首先工作人员会用不同的假肢和假皮直接粘在杰米·坎贝尔的皮肤上，而这些假肢大约有2425块，一整天的拍摄下来，演员完成拍摄真不容易。
KY jelly and lube and a kind of a wet-looking gel, so we gave Vecna this kind of glossy sort of look every day. That was our last part of the application process. Our last 10-15 minutes would be the four of us literally getting this product all over him to make him look really, really glossy. And occasionally he would meet producers or some of the other cast members. They'd come up, shake his hand and just regret it immediately because they were covered in slime.
It's time for your suffering to end.
Adhere and glue all the appliances to the actor's skin, which in the end ended up with a process which started off at about 8.5 hours for the whole application process. Probably looking at about 10 to 15 kilos just in the head and shoulders. Then he had a full chest appliance, a full back appliance. The larger, heavier appliances were his left arm, which was basically a large sleeve, and then a foam latex glove that went over his mechanical left hands. He had dentures which went over his own teeth, which were like clear vac form plastic sort of shells, which were artwork, so his teeth looked rotten and blackened. And he had contact lenses as well, full scleral contact lenses. So we really put him through the mill. There wasn't anything else we could get on Jamie. Biggest challenges really were to obviously make sure he could talk, he could eat, he could see, he could hear. He has got ear holes through the prosthetic there. We had to make sure obviously that Vecna would be able to go to the bathroom during the day as well. So we devised a kind of a system which went under his nether regions that we could pop open, and he could go to the loo, and obviously we wouldn't go with him. You know, there are all these things you need to take into consideration, that you've got a human under there at the end of the day, and they still need to eat, still need to chat. There's a lot of contributing factors that you have to take into consideration when you're doing a full body makeup. But it got to the point that not only were our team like a well-oiled machine, but Jamie knew exactly where his arm needed to be at a certain time, or turn his head, or, oh, I'm standing now, and now I'm lying down. For Jamie in particular, he did go into a Zen-like mode. We would start off with music every day, and because of the character, I think Jamie liked to listen to some quite aggressive, quite intense death metal, and it would be quite hardcore. There would definitely be a part during the process where he would become Vecna. He was kind of murmuring things under his breath, and you could tell he was definitely getting into the Vecna zone.
I have killed everyone.
And it was just really interesting because he would be sitting there very still, moving his hand around, we'd be airbrushing, moving around him, not really making much conversation. He would be, bassy sort of voice, and then an AD would step on the trailer and, Jamie, is there anything I get? Oh yeah, could I get a coffee with whatever? And he'd suddenly sort of shift back into Jamie again, and we'd realise that we've got Jamie in the makeup chair.